Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest insights, deeper stories, and thoughtful analyses from the ever-fascinating world of the British royal family. Today, we explore a situation that places His Majesty King Charles III in a truly unenviable position, a poignant moment where the immense weight of the crown collides directly with the tender, often painful realities of family. It's a developing scenario that shines a harsh light on the delicate balancing act required of any monarch, to uphold duty above all else, while still grappling with the deeply human complexities of fractured personal bonds. At the heart of this unfolding narrative is a decision sources suggest will soon loom large for the king, one that could test his role not only as sovereign, but as a father still entangled in a very public estrangement from his younger son, Prince Harry. Before we delve into this intricate, almost Shakespearean drama of power, reconciliation, and family pain, please take a moment to show your support. If you appreciate these detailed explorations into royal life and the human stories that underpin the institution, give this video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to our channel, it truly helps us continue bringing you well-researched, thoughtful content on these important matters. A strained royal relationship laid bare. To truly understand the weight of this current dilemma, we must revisit the well-documented rift that has grown, some would say gaped, between King Charles and the Duke of Sussex. Their relationship has been the subject of intense global scrutiny and endless speculation for years. It is a bond punctuated by brief moments of seeming thaw, only to be quickly overshadowed by renewed tension, disappointments, and the bruising glare of worldwide attention. Only last month, in fact, during a period when His Majesty was actively undergoing cancer treatments, Prince Harry made pointed remarks suggesting that communication with his father remained limited. Though he simultaneously voiced what many interpreted as a longing for reconciliation, the remarks underscored how deep the current estrangement runs. The contrast was stark, a son reaching out, a father perhaps guarded, both men navigating a fragile, still healing landscape. An olive branch or a carefully set test. And now, against this already delicate backdrop, comes news of a move that could bring this complicated father-son dynamic squarely into the public arena once again. Reports indicate that the Duke of Sussex is preparing to extend formal invitations to key members of the royal family, including King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. These invitations would be for a truly significant event, the return of the Invictus Games to the United Kingdom in 2027. For those who may be less familiar, the Invictus Games stand as one of Prince Harry's most deeply personal and celebrated achievements. Founded by him in 2014, the Games are an international multisport event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both veterans and active duty. They harness the transformative power of sport to inspire recovery, support rehabilitation, and foster a profound sense of community and respect for those who have endured life-changing injuries in service to their countries. Back in 2014, at the very launch of the Invictus Games, the project received enthusiastic backing from the royal family. Then Prince Charles, along with Prince William and Catherine, lent their weight and presence, giving the fledgling event a legitimacy and visibility it could scarcely have secured on its own. There were photo calls, words of support, and genuine family pride on display. But of course, the world and the royal family itself is very different now. A dilemma tailor-made for palace tension. The Sussexes' decision to step back as senior royals in early 2020, their relocation to the United States, and the cascade of interviews, documentaries, and Harry's own revealing memoir, have reshaped this family dynamic in ways few could have predicted. Sharp critiques of royal life, accusations of neglect, and searing personal disclosures have created a chasm that remains deeply felt within palace walls. It is in this climate that an invitation from Prince Harry to attend the 2027 Invictus Games on home soil emerges as both a potential olive branch and, as some royal observers suggest, a cleverly set test of family unity or at least public optics. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams recently offered a candid assessment of this exact scenario in comments published by express.co.uk. In his view, this move, as generous as it may outwardly seem, places King Charles in an exceptionally awkward position. This clearly places the king in an extremely difficult position, which is precisely what it is meant to do and probably why the venue was chosen, Fitzwilliams said pointedly. His implication is hard to miss, that by hosting the Invictus Games in Britain, Prince Harry has crafted a moment that practically demands the royal family show up or risk sending a very chilly, very public message of continued estrangement. Duty, identity, and the expectations of a nation. Why does this scenario sting so sharply for King Charles? It is because it strikes at the heart of who he is, both publicly and privately. First, King Charles is the Commander-in-Chief of the British Armed Forces. This is not a hollow or purely decorative title. It is a cornerstone of the monarchy's centuries-old contract with the nation, the idea that the sovereign stands as protector and symbol of unity for those who serve. For the Commander-in-Chief to not attend a major international sporting event held on British soil, dedicated entirely to the rehabilitation and celebration of injured veterans, would be remarkable. Perhaps even scandalous. Second, as head of state, the king is expected to rise above personal animosities for the greater good. His very role is to embody national unity, setting aside private grievances to uphold duty and dignity. Were he to attend at Harry's invitation, many would see it as simply fulfilling this solemn obligation. Yet therein lies the rub. To attend would almost certainly mean being photographed alongside Harry and by extension, Meghan, and their children Archie and Lilibet. Every handshake, every glance would be analysed for hidden meaning. Any awkwardness would be magnified, any warm gesture blown up into tabloid banner headlines. And critically, it risks the royal family being drawn into fresh cycles of interpretation, or worse, future revelations. As Fitzwilliams noted, the palace's core worry is rooted in a profound lack of trust. After years of interviews, podcasts, and tell-all books, the royals fear that even well-intentioned moments might later be recast in ways that reopen old wounds. Hope for healing or a stage for more strain. Of course, there is another side. A report from The Telegraph has claimed that some senior palace aides actually see the potential 2027 event as an opportunity. If managed carefully, the king's attendance could showcase his steadfast support for the armed forces, reinforce his commitment to the Invictus cause, and crucially, project an image of magnanimity and a willingness to heal family fractures. Imagine the optics: the aging monarch, still shouldering his duties despite personal health battles, stepping forward to champion wounded veterans alongside his son. It could read as a statesmanlike gesture of grace and quiet forgiveness. A visual story of putting country and cause above private pain. But the risks are equally clear. If such a family tableau were to unravel, if tensions were palpable, or if subsequent interviews cast the reunion in an unflattering light, it could deepen divides rather than heal them. A monarch caught between roles. And so King Charles stands at a painful crossroads. As a father, he may yearn for a simpler time, before interviews and rifts, when his family seemed united behind causes like the Invictus Games. As sovereign, he is duty-bound to support such endeavours, especially one so intertwined with Britain's military community. But the personal and public are not neatly separable. In the monarchy, they are braided tightly together. Every private feeling becomes a matter of national interest, every familial decision carries constitutional undertones. The potential 2027 invitation crystallizes all of this, setting up a choice that will be scrutinized around the world. It forces the king to weigh his symbolic obligations against raw personal wounds, to decide whether his presence would truly advance healing or merely paper over fractures not yet ready to mend. What do you think? This extraordinary situation gives us much to reflect upon about duty, forgiveness, and the heavy toll of life lived in the public eye. Should King Charles accept an invitation from Prince Harry if it comes, rising above the rift for the sake of veterans, unity, and perhaps cautious reconciliation? Or is the wound still too fresh, the trust too broken, to risk such a high-profile appearance that might only complicate matters further? We would love to hear your thoughts on this delicate royal conundrum. Please share your perspectives in the comments below. And if you found this exploration illuminating, do give this video a like and subscribe for more nuanced royal analyses. Your engagement means the world to us, and we look forward to bringing you our next update as these remarkable stories continue to unfold. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.